I think one of the biggest surprises for me in running a business is how often you feel outside your comfort zone. I'm coming up to 5 years at Intentional, and I'm surprised at the seasons you go through it, you get comfortable at a certain level, and then something changes and you're back outside your comfort zone. I think one of the hardest challenges I've had in over the 5 years has been about simply operating in a sales capacity or promoting ourselves or putting ourselves out there. I think it's one of the things that a lot of people find really hard, and I definitely have found it difficult. Our agency's been very blessed to have grown by referrals. We've had a great network of partner agencies, and our clients luckily have really nice things to say about us, which is good, and that often makes our best new clients as well, those ones that sort of pass through our network. But what I'm really mindful of with referrals is you're not in control of your growth. And as we look to grow this business and really, I guess, maximize the value that we can see that we can offer people, I realize that I do need to put myself out there again. And so I'm starting a 100-day challenge. It's 100 days of producing content, and day number one, but it's this comfort zone. And so for me, it's I'm about to kick off probably the most awkward thing I could possibly think of to do. One, recording 100 videos, and let's see how I go. You guys can hold me accountable. But two, starting traditional business development activities. So, looking at doing cold reach outs, cold calling, cold emailing, producing content, putting ourselves out there. And I think what's always held me back is feeling like I'm annoying, which, that the umbrella of a cold call or a cold email is annoying. And so I think what I've always really struggled with is my start was on the client side and feeling like, I don't want to be one of those people that just used to annoy people. But I think as I think about it, at the heart of it is I believe we can add value. I honestly believe the brands that get to work with us, we're going to help them grow. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be in business and we wouldn't have had 5 years of growth. So that's not just my feeling, there's a truth behind it. We have clients that can attest to that with testimonials. And so what I'm trying to do is take confidence from that. But as I still think about what's about to kick off, I struggle with the cheesiness of it or, the potential rejection. And I think that's really at the heart of it. And I think going to bed last night watching a video from old mate Gary Vee, a lot of what he says, sometimes can be sensationalist or more tactic than strategic or whatever else. But I think the one consistent thing he continues to say is the only reason he's getting paid and the only reason people keep watching his content is, or the only way he can keep producing the exact same content is because 99.9% of people who watch what he says, who he tells them what to do, 99.9% won't do anything about it. And the reason for that, I think, is the same reason I'm scared. I'm not scared, but the same reason I like to, let's say scared. And it's this perceived fear of rejection. And that you're actually, let's just speak about myself, I'm actually holding myself back because of the perceived feeling of, people that cold call, people that put themselves, people that ask. Obviously, growing up in Australia, there's a tall poppy syndrome component about it. Even I'd say most of my best mates were mates because we know how to have a laugh and take the mickey out of each other. But that doesn't mean that in business I need to be worried about those things. And so for me, putting out 100 pieces of content, I don't want to just be random 100 pieces. I want to actually believe that I can add value, and I really do think we can. And particularly our last 12 months. Sharing that journey that's been hard as we've had some fantastic growth as an agency and then reached this point where we've realized in order to grow, we've got to go up another level. I've also just had another kid, so the family pressure as well from having 2 young children, balancing your time, balancing a team and balancing clients. I actually think the fact that we're coming up to 5 years is another reason to celebrate some success there. And share some of the things in that I do because I believe there's techniques that could help other parents in sort of managing their time. And I also believe in maybe there's an agency just getting started today and that might help you. And I also believe there's things that we're going to be able to share for clients that will help them as well. So today's about getting out of my comfort zones. I'm about to finish recording this and then go and stand in front of a whiteboard, taking a cheesy photo going, hey, and then one with a laptop, one with coffee cups. And we've brought on a group that's going to help us automate some lead generation activity. So some of you might watching this, you might be about to receive a hello, an introductory email. I'd love it if you could to write back. Really, this is about seeing how can we add value as me, Chris Fraser, and as an agency as Intentional. So let's see where this 100-day challenge goes. Thanks for watching this first one if you have. And yeah, stay tuned and keep me accountable on the next 99.